What if everything you think you know about the Mary Celeste is wrong? Imagine a ship found drifting in the Atlantic, perfectly intact, sails full, cargo untouched, no signs of violence, yet not a single soul aboard. No blood, no struggle, just silence. This is not the script of a thriller novel. This is the real story of the Mary Celeste, one of the most chilling maritime mysteries in history. And the deeper you go, the darker it gets. On December 5th, 1872, the British brig Dei Gratia spotted a vessel aimlessly wandering between Portugal and the Azores. As they approached, Captain David Morehouse noticed something eerie. It was the Mary Celeste, a merchant brigantine that had left New York 8 days before his own departure, bound for Genoa, Italy. Morehouse knew the captain of the Mary Celeste, Benjamin Briggs. They were friends, but as his crew boarded the ghostly vessel, what they found, or didn't find, would set the world ablaze with speculation. The ship was seaworthy. Her cargo of denatured alcohol was nearly untouched. The lifeboat was missing, and some sails were torn, but there was no sign of a storm, piracy, or foul play. The logbook's last entry was dated 10 days prior and showed the ship had been close to where it was found. Food stores were abundant. The crew's personal belongings, including valuables, remained untouched. It was as if they had simply vanished into the air. And that's where the mystery begins. In the weeks that followed, newspapers across Europe and America exploded with speculation. Some believed the crew had fallen victim to mutiny. Others suggested pirates, although no treasure or cargo was taken. There were whispers of sea monsters and tales of ghostly fogs that swallowed ships whole. But the truth was slipperier than seawater. A popular theory emerged: alcohol fumes. Could the 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol in the hold have leaked, creating a vapor that frightened the crew into abandoning ship? Perhaps fearing an explosion, they took to the lifeboat, only to be lost at sea. But the barrels were found mostly intact, and the vessel had shown no signs of fire or scorching. And would a seasoned captain like Briggs, traveling with his wife and young daughter, truly risk the ocean in a single lifeboat without clear danger? Another theory claimed that a waterspout or rogue wave may have struck the ship. Such an event might have soaked the deck, prompting the crew to believe the hold was flooding. But again, no significant water damage was found inside. The bilge pump was in working order. Then came the conspiracy theories, stranger and more sinister. One theory posits that the U.S. government may have had a hand in the Mary Celeste's fate. In 1872, the post-Civil War economy was fragile and international tensions simmered. Some historians suggest the Mary Celeste may have carried more than just alcohol, possibly secret military supplies, documents, or chemical agents. If something went wrong, the crew might have been disappeared to prevent leaks. Far-fetched? Maybe. But it would explain the unusual behavior of authorities, who quickly dismissed the case and sealed much of the legal inquiry. Others believe Captain Morehouse may not have been as innocent as he appeared. He stood to gain a salvage reward for bringing the Mary Celeste safely to port. Could he have boarded the ship, forced the crew into the lifeboat, and claimed the prize? That theory collapses under scrutiny. The logistics don't match, and no physical evidence of violence was ever found. Still, whispers of betrayal cling to his name. But perhaps the most chilling theories emerge from the shadows of the unknown. In recent decades, occult historians have re-examined the Mary Celeste case through a supernatural lens. The area where the ship was found lies on the outskirts of what some call the Devil's Sea of the Atlantic, a region notorious for disappearances and unexplained phenomena, a cousin to the Bermuda Triangle. Could the crew have encountered something otherworldly? Some point to the strange final log entry, dated November 25th, which makes no mention of danger, but records an oddly calm sea, an unsettling stillness. Could it have been a veil? A transition into something else? A portal, perhaps? In one fringe account, A survivor allegedly reappeared years later in an asylum, speaking in tongues and drawing geometric symbols associated with ancient Sumerian rituals. Symbols also found carved faintly into the wood near the Mary Celeste's captain's quarters, according to an unofficial report that has since vanished from public records. That's when the twist begins to form, a theory that interweaves reality and legend. A document uncovered in 1941, buried in an archived shipping manifest, listed a mysterious Mr. G. Voke as a last-minute addition to the crew. No one by that name appears in official logs or crew lists. Voke, in German, means people or nation, but also has occult associations dating back to medieval secret societies. Could this figure have been the key to the disappearance? A cultist? A spy? A carrier of something not meant to survive the journey? Some believe Voke was not a man, but a code name for an object smuggled aboard, a black box of unknown origin, possibly discovered during colonial excavations in the Middle East and shipped discreetly under the guise of commercial cargo. Witnesses later described seeing the Mary Celeste crew act strangely before departure. One sailor reportedly resigned on the day of boarding, claiming he would not sail with that cursed thing on board. And here's where it gets even stranger. In 2001, divers exploring a trench near the Azores uncovered remnants of a lifeboat with no registered vessel name, but inside was a rusted compass, a shoe belonging to a child, and a locket with the initials SB. Sophia Briggs, the captain's daughter. DNA testing was inconclusive, but the timing and location align eerily with the ship's trajectory. So what really happened aboard the Mary Celeste? We may never know, but the unanswered questions, the erased records, and the whispered stories passed from sailor to sailor suggest that the truth was never meant to be known. Was it fear? Betrayal? A supernatural encounter? Or a secret the ocean was ordered to swallow? Whatever happened in that stretch of water in 1872, the Mary Celeste remains a ghost, one that still sails the imagination, leaving behind only salt, silence, and shadows. And maybe, just maybe, the Mary Celeste didn't lose her crew. Maybe she took them.